Welcome back to the Diary of a Christian Entrepreneur. How are you? My name is Shireen, and today let's talk a little bit about money. Money is a sour topic between Christians, amongst Christians, and people don't talk about it that often. We don't talk about money. So let's just, for a little while, let's talk about money and what it means, how we should handle money, and what the Bible says about financial matters. So I personally think it is pretty clear on money, like Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. There's too many verses to name, right? If you just go through both Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, there is so much talk about money and acquiring it and what that means, right? So obviously, if you are acquiring money dishonestly, right, that dwindles away. It says that pretty clearly, right? That's going to dwindle. That's going to go away. That's not something you are supposed to do, dishonesty at all, right? But if you do acquire money by hard work, little by little, it actually says that that is a good thing. So let's make it very, very clear that money itself is not a bad thing. Wanting money is not a bad thing. Having money is not a sin, right? Those are not bad things, right? It actually says by hard work, acquiring money can be a good thing. It also talks about having a joyful life by having wisdom and money, right? Money can grant you opportunities. It is a tool, right? It can afford you certain things, and it can help you do what you are put on this earth to do, right? We know, of course, that this is not to be mistaken for serving money, right? We know that you cannot serve money. We know that the love of money is the root of evil, of all evil, right? We know that by now. We should know that. So it is really serving money that's the issue here, right? Which is not, it's honestly not just money. Like if you serve money, if you are serving things, if you are serving people, if you put that above all else, that is definitely a problem. But we do have to realize, and again, I feel like it's kind of taboo amongst Christians talking about acquiring money. We automatically assume if you have it, if you have lots of it, that you are automatically a bad person, which Bible does not say that. Like, no, that is not true. Again, it is the making it an idol, serving money, that is a problem. The love of money, if that is above everything else, if that is above God and everything else, obviously that is a no-no. That is not something that you should be doing. We should not, again, be dishonest in acquiring money. We should not be putting that above everything and God, right? That should not be happening. But money itself, again, is a tool. It is neither good or bad. People put connotations with money, right? And I hate it when people say that money changes people. I do not agree with that statement. I feel like, again, money is a tool. It can grant you opportunities and resources and things you may not have access to before, but it is a tool, and it does amplify. It does not change. So whoever you were before it is amplified once you receive it, right? Once you acquire a lot, and you are afforded certain things, like you can use it to do certain things, right? It amplifies who you are. It does not change, right? We put that negative connotation upon money. It is neither good or bad. It is people that are attached to it. So I get it. We live in this world that places high regard to people who have certain things, who look a certain way, who have a certain amount of money, all of those things. But I do not believe that money changes anyone, right? We a lot of times hear about people in the media that acquire money and things change for them, or they do stuff that you probably wouldn't have thought they have done. But again, we usually hear about the negative things in the media, right? We don't hear about the people who are doing good with what they acquire, with what they worked hard for. Those people, right? The people who work hard for this, and the people who are using it to do wonderful things, the people who are using it to help, the people who are using it to complete their mission, their assignment, their purpose, the people who are using it for those purposes, we don't usually hear about, right? Because the media is not going to show us that stuff. So I just think that if we actually take a look at, like I said, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, those books really shed a light on how we should look at our finances, right? They tell us how we should be acquiring, what we should be doing with it, and just not who's your master, knowing who's your master. If money is your master, there's obviously a problem, and I don't think we talk about that enough. So we know that it's the love. It is the love of money and putting it above all else that is the issue, which sometimes we do, not only with money, we do that with people, we do that with things like makeup, and we do that with phones and social media, not being able to put it down, right? We do those type of things with not only money. So it is really looking at who is your master, right? Can we go without these things, or can we put these things to the side? Like, do we absolutely need this to move on? Of course, we need money to do certain things in life, but are you serving it, right? That is a different situation, right? And what are you using it to do, right? What are your thoughts around money? What do you think about money, and how, if you acquire a lot of it as a Christian, how does it, I don't know, how do you feel like that? Does that change you? I definitely don't believe that. But what do you feel about money and getting it as a Christian?